Now, age is beautiful, but feeling vibrant and energetic at any age, that's what we're talking about today. If you're tired of feeling tired, and if you want that bounce back energy and that zest for life, or if you're just curious about what the heck I'm doing over here, drop a energy comment down below. Everything I show y'all, all the products I use, they can be found in my LTK shop. In fact, I've started linking them back to exact videos, so it's easier for you to find what I talk about. And it's down in the description because I ain't gatekeeping nothing. And before we dive in, I want to let you know that I am sponsoring my own video today. And it's because I believe so deeply what I'm sharing with you. I've created some special gifts that have helped me to maintain my habits consistently. My goal setting workbook and my boundary setting checklist. And these ain't just random freebies. These are the exact tools that I use to stay on track with everything I'm about to show you. I'm going to tell you more about them later, but they're yours to download at no cost because I want you to succeed.
Drnina, the girl next door, beautiful brown baby doll.
So today I'm taking you through my actual routine, okay? Just the estimate of my day-to-day. It can change or switch up, but this is the estimate. Not the Instagram version, but the real version. Some of this might surprise you and it might make you laugh, but all of this works together to keep me vibrant and full of life. Let's go. So my wake up time usually falls between 6:30 and 7:30, depending on the day and what I need to get done. But here's the thing, I try not to use an alarm. For some reason, it pisses my body off early in the morning. I'm just gonna be honest. I've learned to train my body by being a little more consistent with my bedtime. But sometimes I sleep in late and hubby Sean handles the morning things. And you know what? That's okay. We're a team. And some days I simply need the extra rest, okay? I'm a woman. We got multiple hormones going around in there. When I do wake up in my usual window, my routine stays the same. First thing I do before my feet even hit the floor, I try to do 30 seconds of stretching right there in the bed. Knees to chest, gentle spinal twist. Then I drink 16 ounces of room temperature water. If I want to get jazzy with it, I add a little bit of lemon and sea salt. This rehydrates every cell and it kickstarts my metabolism. Then if I'm not in a rotation of taking my vitamins later on, I take my non-negotiable supplements. I take an all-inclusive vitamin like a prenatal and postnatal or liposomal, and I try to incorporate things like D3, K2, magnesium, and omega-3s. These alone support my energy, my mood, and keep the inflammation down. And if you want the exact brands I use, of course, they're in my LTK. Now here's where I might lose some of y'all, but I don't eat breakfast. I practice intermittent fasting and don't break my fast till around 12:30. I know, they say breakfast is the most important meal. But listen, this has been game-changing for my energy, my mental clarity, and even my hormone balance. And really, I attribute it to why I've been able to lose almost 40 pounds since January. Instead of having breakfast, I focus on skincare. So it's not like we're not doing nothing. Gentle cleanser, toner, vitamin C serum, moisturizer with a little SPF as well. The key is not expensive products because none of mine are, but it's consistency. I've used the same rotation of skincare products and routine, and my skin has thanked me for the past 3 years or more. Then I get dressed in my workout clothes. Definitely something that makes me feel good. Not just something comfy, but something that makes me feel like the badass woman that I am. And it might not just be something that's super fancy or anything, but if I'm going to the gym, I dress for that. If I'm gonna work out at home, I still dress for that. Because how you dress affects how you feel. And I refuse to start my day off feeling frumpy. And here's where people think I'm gonna say something crazy, like do some crazy 2-hour workout. Nope. I move my body for about an hour, about 4 to 5 days a week, and 30 minutes on the other days. And it's not punishment, it's a celebration. And I work out from home doing different exercises using the Future app. And it focuses on different areas on different days because I have an actual virtual coach in there. Lower body, upper body, core, calisthenics, and even cardio. I got my walking pad for when I want to walk while watching TV or listen to a show or whatever. My stepper for cardio intervals, and my hip thrust machine because your girl want to keep that bass booming in the back, okay? Keep the things lifted. Some days it's strength training, Romanian deadlifts, walking lunges, push-up variations, and planks. Some days it's even just dancing to my favorite playlist, yeah. And I've been that person dancing in my living room early in the morning. And some days it's just a brisk walk outside. The secret isn't the type of exercise, it's doing whatever brings you joy, and also whatever will keep you being consistent. When you enjoy it, you actually do it. And consistent movement is what keeps your cells young. It also keeps your energy high and your confidence through the roof. I aim for 10,000 steps a day minimum. And I try not to stress if I don't hit it. The goal is progress, and not perfection. And moving my body first thing in the morning sets the tone for everything else. Now let's talk about what I actually eat, because this might shock you. I eat more now at 41 than I did at 31. And I feel better than ever. So remember, I'm intermittent fasting and my first meal isn't till around 12:30ish. And when I break my fast, it's always with protein and healthy fats. Today it might be Greek yogurt with berries and nuts. That's about 30 or more grams of protein right there. Or maybe some turkey tenderloin with avocado. And that's another 30 grams of protein to start strong. As I told y'all before, I use the Lose It app to track my macros. And y'all, I've been using that thing for years and it never steers me wrong. I promise you. I aim for lower carbs under 75 grams a day, high protein around 155 grams a day, and moderate fats around 65 or less. And I focus on weekly averages and not daily perfection. So some days might be higher while others are lower, but it all averages out. So let me break down a typical day. Lunch might be a chicken or fish bowl or something like that with, of course, lots of vegetables. That's going to be 20 plus grams of protein. Dinner could be turkey tenderloin or chicken with shirataki noodles and broccoli. That's another 35 plus grams of protein. Snacks might be yogurt with over 25 grams of protein. And I might even mix up a protein shake for myself with my dimetized protein. So that's another 25 grams. So y'all see how I'm hitting that 155, okay? Give or take. And I even love to have bone broth as well, because that usually gets me over the edge if I have a cup or two. And yes, I treat myself because I know y'all think I live militantly. When I want sushi, I get sushi. It's my favorite thing. But I ask for light rice or no rice, so I keep it aligned with my goals. And I occasionally have my cake or cookies because life is meant to be enjoyed. Plus, I got my little baby. She loves her little cookies and cakes too. The key is making choices that feel good in the moment and in the long run. I try to make sure I'm drinking a gallon or more of water per day, and I try to make it interesting. Herbal teas, water with cucumber and mint, and sometimes a little sparkling water. I like Topo Chicos. And hydration is everything for youthful energy. It affects everything, every system in your body, and own it. But the key is food rotation, especially at this age. Eating different healthy foods instead of the same thing every day. This prevents food sensitivities and keeps my taste buds happy. Some days rotisserie chicken for convenience. Some days tuna for quick high protein. And some days turkey tenderloin when I want to cook, and everything in between. And I love to make every and anything into a wrap. Your body is definitely going to tell you what it needs if you listen. So here's what no one talks about enough. Your mental and emotional health definitely impacts how you feel. Stress ages you faster than anything else. And managing it for me has been crucial to my transformation. Every day, I try to do 5 minutes of intentional breathing. I told you I love my Fitch app because it's a cool and fun way to remind me to do this. Sometimes it's meditation, and sometimes it's just sitting quietly with my coffee in my morning time, especially in my fasting window. It gets me through. And this isn't the woo-woo stuff, it's science. Deep breathing actually lowers your cortisol levels, and it activates your body's relaxation response. Now sleep, y'all, that's a non-negotiable. I aim for the same general bedtime, though it does shift based on what's happening in life. But I do try to stay as consistent as I can because that's what allows me to wake up without having to have a loud barking alarm, which is gonna make me mad. My bedroom is optimized, and though I don't have blackout curtains, I make sure that those blinds are pulled hella tight. Cool temperatures staying between 68 to 72 degrees, and limited screens before bed. Quality sleep is the ultimate anti-aging treatment. Y'all, my husband and I make sure that we support one another. We both work hard in our home to make sure we take a load off of each other. Whether it's him handling dinner while I work late, or me taking over with little Hunter so he can rest. We're a team. A real one. And yes, we have someone that comes and helps us with cleaning and other household tasks because this spares the mind and it spares the body. There's no shame in getting help where you can afford it. I also like to spend at least 5 minutes a day planning it with intention, not just scheduling, but setting intention for how I want to feel. Do I want to feel productive, peaceful, creative? This simple practice keeps me aligned with my goals. And y'all already know I still go to therapy. And I even have a life coach. Even though I am a psychologist, I know the value in having a support system. We all need people in our corner helping us to process life, set goals, and stay accountable. There's no shame in getting professional help. In fact, there's difficulty in not seeking help. It's actually one of the smartest investments that you can absolutely make in yourself. And I choose to prioritize joy every single day, even on the bad days. Whether it's listening to music that makes me dance, calling a friend who makes me laugh, listening to some motivation and a little Jesus as well, or just doing something creative. I like to make sure that there's at least one moment of pure joy in my full day. And boundaries, I protect my energy like it's precious because it is. I say no to things that drain me and yes to things that light me up. This alone has probably added years to my life and definitely how young I feel. Now, my evening routine is just as important as my morning routine. And this is where all the magic happens. Dinner is usually around 6 and I try to eat slowly and without distractions. No phone, no TV, just enjoying my food and connecting with my family if they're around. My evening skincare takes about 5 minutes. Now in the evening, sometimes I walk on my walking pad just to get in a few extra steps, but then I'm moving into my skincare. That takes about 5 minutes. Gentle cleanser, retinol twice a week. Moisturizer, simple but consistent. And the retinol helps to do the heavy lifting for anti-aging while I sleep. And by 8 p.m., everything is getting quieter. Dimming the lights, maybe some gentle stretching and reading and catching up on maybe a few emails or whatever I'd like to do. I usually climb in bed early and do a few other things or read, and then I try to go to sleep when I can, okay? Sleep is a non-negotiable for feeling young. And while I have some nights that are not as great as others, I'm still trying to get as much optimized as I can. But here's the real secret to feeling 21 at 41. It's not just what I do, it's how I think. I stay curious and I'm constantly learning new things. I try new experiences and I allow myself to meet new people sometimes. Okay, I got a people limit, but sometimes. Curiosity keeps your brain young and your spirit alive. I prioritize relationships. I make time for friends. I'm present with my family and I try to, like I said, mingle with new people. Social connection is one of the strongest predictors of longevity and also vitality. Something else I do is I'm not afraid to be silly. I'll sing out loud in the shower, in the car. I'll dance around in the grocery aisles. Playfulness is the fountain of youth, I swear. And I've learned this from even connecting very much with my little girl. Like, we like to make sure that we're doing little things that keep her at her young age, but also seeing me be youthful with her. And I have passions outside of my work and my responsibilities, whether it's reading, creating content, or if it's learning something new. Having things that you're excited about gives you a youthful spark. So there you have it. A pretty good estimate of what I do every day to feel 21 at 41. It's not about miracle treatments or supplements. It's about consistent, simple habits that compound over time. The best part is you can start any of these habits today. Pick one or two that resonate with you and just begin. Remember, small, consistent habits create massive transformations. And if this resonated with you, go ahead and click that like button, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment and let me know which one habit that you're going to start today. And until next time, remember, age is just a number, but how you feel is a choice. Love you, and I mean it. Bye, y'all. Peace.